So you want to start babysitting. In reality, sometimes it's not up to you. Hey sitters, welcome back to another video. It is Lydia, thanks for joining me. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a little more into when you're able to start babysitting. I have a lot of questions about what age is a good age to start babysitting, when can I transfer being a mother's helper to a babysitter, what if I have the confidence and the abilities, but I'm still this age. There's been a lot of questions and I want to address them. I'm going to give you guys an example. So we're just going to go with the age of 11 because that's what I've seen mostly in my comment section of 11-year-olds who want to get started. You can get your business started, right? You can get your CPR certification, you can get a babysitting course, you can have mother's helper years of experience under your belt. However, that can jumpstart your business, right? You have the qualifications to start. That doesn't always mean that on the receiving end there'll be clients to actually babysit for. So here's a great example in terms of products. I want to create a business where I sell bracelets. I've created the bracelets. I have started the business. I go to sell the bracelets and there is no clientele that want to buy those bracelets. Therefore, I don't have a business. Yes, I started the business, but if I'm not selling these products and I don't have clientele, there's no true business. Same with babysitting. You're 11 years old, you have experience under your belt, you're CPR certified, you have a babysitting course, you have started that business. But if you go out and you are looking for clients to book you and you are not getting those clients to book you, you don't have business. There are going to be clients who say, you are too young for me no matter how much experience, how much confidence, how much whatever, you are too young to babysit for my family. And that is okay. That is their choice. That is their preference. You cannot be mad at that, okay? I have a client whose kid is 13 years old and I'm still babysitting him. To put that in perspective, right? So they're not going to hire an 11-year-old to watch their 13-year-old. Does the 13-year-old still need to be babysat? It's not up to me. That is up to the client, right? That is where you guys, I think, are not understanding truly. If you are 11, 12, 13 years old, yes, jumpstart your business. Go get certified. Go get a babysitting course under your belt. Start getting mother's helper experience. But it's not up to me or up to you to say, I'm going to start babysitting at 11 years old, right? Yes, you can start advertising, you can start marketing, you can start whatever at 11 years old, but you may not get booked until you're 12 or 13 years old. So it is really, really important that you understand that when you go to these clientele, you are not what they're looking for. You may not be what they're looking for, and that's okay. I don't want to discourage you. I don't want to say, don't do anything until you're 13, 14 years old because nobody's going to hire you. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to start looking at the market in your area, figure out who else is babysitting in your area, whether they're 11 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old, kind of get a feel for who they're babysitting for, who's their clientele, right? You may be 11 years old and you're able to work with a 3 or 4-year-old and there's families around you with those kids those ages. Or you're 11 years old and there's families around you who have infants and they're not comfortable with an 11-year-old watching an infant, right? So you have to do your market research to figure out if you are the right fit for the area that you live in, if you are the right fit for the clients that are looking for a babysitter. You get your abilities and skills and everything under your belt because then when you find those clienteles, you can get started immediately. You don't want to go find your clientele and then get your certifications. That's backwards. Go get your certifications, get everything you need finished and done, and then start looking for that clientele that is willing to book you. So let's talk about where we can find these clients. So personally for me, when I got started, I did not work outside of my neighborhood or a 5-mile radius outside of my home. And that wasn't on purpose. It just was, I started with the neighbors talk, and they spread my name and my number. So word of mouth was really how I grew. And I know that's not possible for everybody who wants to get started in babysitting, especially when you're in a rural area and there's not a lot of closeness between neighbors. But that's how I got started, was word of mouth. And I think that I had a lot of patience as well when building clients or my clientele. I had to sacrifice. When building a business, you do have to sacrifice things. And I babysat when it was inconvenient for me. When my friends were out at the beach or out at the movies, I would decide that I would take a babysitting job. When you build a business, you are working on the days and times that not everybody is, and they're more so going out and doing things that you wish you were. So babysitting, there's a lot that plays into it when looking for clients and working for clients and nurturing clients. Again, I don't want to discourage you. I want to encourage you to get out there and start babysitting. However, I did want to give you a little bit of reality that it may not always be on your timeline that you think you're going to get started, but that doesn't mean to give up. I want you to get out there. I want you to get CPR certified and a babysitting course under your belt. Go ask to be a mother's helper to those who are not willing to completely leave you alone with their children. And if it comes down to it, go and volunteer. Go volunteer in facilities that have children. Go volunteer in schools. I guess you're in school yourself. Go volunteer in after-school programs and do things that involve children. So when somebody is interested in you babysitting, you can come to them and say, yeah, in the last year, I'm CPR certified. I have a babysitting course under my belt. I've volunteered with X, Y, and Z. And I have been a mother's helper for this family that I'll give you the reference to, or you can call them and ask how I've been doing with their kids. Be confident in building up your experience for when somebody reaches out to you to ask you to babysit. And that way you are ready. I'm here, I'm ready, and let's do it. Alrighty guys, if you guys have any more questions, please let me know down in the comment section below. I hope this gave you a little bit of an eye-opener to what it is really like on getting started babysitting. It's not just, hey, I want to start babysitting tomorrow and you get booked. It's not that easy. It takes time, patience, and a lot of work and dedication to actually start. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.